Yes, go ahead and swap that, and I'll go ahead and start. Not all storms come with thunder. The Emberwake sails onward, salt-washed decks beneath the whispering sky, but the silence carries too much weight. The verse hums in the hole, ashes of the choir's relics drift unseen in the cargo hold, and a note sealed in bone wax names the next contact, Greyash, waiting in Boba. They thought themselves unnoticed, but just before midnight the sea answered back. Black sails rose from the depth. A salted ghost captain, eyes hollow with knowing, whispered a warning before being unmade. We were only the chorus. The hymn is still coming. Now as dawn breaks, the Emberwake groans through a rising mist. The crew sleeps fitfully. The party wakes from dreams stitched in psalm and shadow, dreams they did not choose and cannot fully remember. The sea is watching. Welcome back to Thalade. And I will swap over to our little intro screen there. I need to do something really quick. And so, quick refresher, since it's been a while since we've played. You guys are in the Outcast Isles, sailing on the Emberwake. Let me click activate there. And our little ship token disappeared. Let me see if I still have one there.
Got this.
Yep. You are a little over a day away from Kanda. So you're just off the coast of Lambaro. That's where you picked up Sister Malira out of a lifeboat. That night, the next night, you encountered ships and dreams. And that brings us to the... Let me verify current date and time. Make sure I said it right. Actually, we're supposed to be the 6th. That current date. No sound. Huh. I am showing sound going through. Just a second. I'm trying to troubleshoot OBS.
Are you talking on the Twitch stream, no sound?
Yes.
I'm getting sound coming from the Twitch stream.
Okay. Yeah, somebody else just messaged me saying that they weren't getting sound.
Maybe that's maybe they have down the phone or whatever they are using so they don't hear.
Okay. So we're supposed to be the 6th at 7 a.m. So I'm just gonna move it back 3 hours now that we're on the 6th. And I need to go Shift Control H and reset you guys to 1 hero point. And
Precious hero points.
yes, they are precious. They're very important. They may be needed, and you are that group for the bestiary. Okay. Let me pull up my obsidian. And as you guys wake up from your dreams, is there anything you want to do special in that first early morning as you wake up? Or if you need a refresher from the dreams, I have those available.
I would like to check my chest and that general area, look for shards of glass. Because it hurts. And there's no glass.
It does hurt. There are no shards of glass in your chest there, Spike, but you, it's like you can feel a resonance almost when you breathe, like it's echoing in there.
No. And then The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my book and paper and pen and try to phonetically write out the lullaby as best I can, as best as I can remember before it fades.
Okay.
Because dreams are dumb.
Yes, they are.
And they fade. Because I didn't understand the language, but I could try.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, I was hit by the weakest from out of you three.
So your dream, you were suspended in a humming void, mouths rotating below you. You heard a whisper. You will forget your name. That was the gist of your dream.
Yeah. Okay. Strange dreams. Curses, weakest.
And I'll go ahead and for Varys, yours was you saw a reflection that spoke. She cannot escape again. The reflection grabbed you and pulled you into the sea. Kibo saw a reflection floating behind the cabin window, an ear where the mouth should be, and he heard his own voice saying, "I will carry the verse." And when he woke up in the morning, he kept on repeating that phrase. I will carry the verse. I will carry the verse. And Garrick was walking on the ocean floor. He saw a submerged moon, writhing chain spines. He could not speak, his voice already used. And he woke up this morning with a very sore throat and gagging, like he was under
The
water.
sea.
Under the sea, yes. So if there's nothing else there, I will. And why? There we go. I will click on the first event. After breakfast, the captain gives you a heads up that you are making good time at the scouts, the guys topside. They report that there's a squall coming. Hey, no, Mando, you're fine. There's a squall coming in. And the weather starts getting rough. Those that haven't been out to sea before you start to get tossed about. You had your breakfast, but for some of you, it appears that it may want to maybe come back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick series of skill challenges to have you assist the crew during this rough storm. Let me get to my macros. I do need to put a... I'll unpause the game. I do need to put you guys on this window.
They may have never been on a boat before, but I could totally help.
There are. I do have stuff set aside to make it. Looks like I'm controlling 3 for the skill checks to make it. You can use other skills besides those things.
We got this.
Yes, you do got this. I'm going to. I do need to. I'm going to delete the chat, and I'm going to put my campaign 6 session 8 start. And with that, for the skill challenge, we're going to consider it a success if you guys pass 3 of the 5 stages, but we will continue all the stages. During each stage, each skill must be used at least once before duplicate skills are allowed. No more than 2 characters may use the same skill on a single stage. Once during the full 5-stage challenge, each character may use a thematically justified alternate skill at a DC 19. So if there's something up there you don't like and you think it's going to go bad, you can pick something else that you could theme once during the 5 stages. You may not duplicate a skill that's already there, and it has to be narratively appropriate. If everybody succeeds on a stage, everybody will get a +1 status bonus on the next stage check.
All right.
So, our first stage. Currents beneath the calm. 10 miles off Kanda's reef line, a false calm overtakes the sea. The clouds have parted, but beneath the glassy surface, things shift. A resonant hum vibrates through the hull, barely perceptible to non-spellcasters. So we have 4 skills at various DCs: survival, nature, athletics, and perception. I'll let you guys choose first, then I'll let the ones I'm rolling for have to suffer with what they have left.
How are you guys at any of this?
I'm good at survival and perception. The other 2 not so much.
I want to take perception because I am not proficient in any of other skills.
Cool. I can grab nature.
Alright.
Okay.
Could pretty easily do athletics. And hopefully keep
So
those
I
in.
will be rolling for Garrick, Kibo, and Ural until Ural has a way to get off of here. Let me pull up their skills really quick just so that I have them available to make informed decisions. I'm not going to try to destroy the party with the decisions. That would just be too unfair.
Kibo's not going to just fireball at the feet.
Okay, I'll let you guys roll your 3, and then I'll go with theirs.
I have failed my nature check.
I failed my perception
Okay,
check.
we still have a chance to succeed. So we've done perception, nature, and survival. I am going to have Garrick roll athletics.
Ooh, come on, Garrick.
Ooh.
Can I use my...
Ouch.
As Garrick's LeFou, can I use my hero point for him?
Actually, he's going to use his hero point for him.
Okay.
I think we're all rather seasick.
And that's going to get the bonus, so that's going to end up being a success. So, let's see.
No one's athletic like Garrick.
Yeah, no. He's roughly the size of a large, so.
Nature. Oh, those are icky. Perception. So I'm going to have... Ural's going to roll the survival. That would not have passed. Oh, I clicked survival instead of clicking on the thing, so that was a failure. And then Kibo is going to go and roll perception.
Go, Kibo.
Yo, Kibo. So we're at 1, 2, 3. We're at 3 and 3, so we're going to call that a tie for right now.
So does that mean neither success or failure?
That's what we're going to call it. We're not going to call it a success or a failure.
It's a coin flip. If we success another, then maybe
Yes.
won't
So
be that bad.
in essence, it is a failure because you did not succeed.
Yeah, we need to get 3 successes.
Yeah, you need.
Not 3 successes.
You tied though.
I
You
mean,
did-
like 3 successes in the 5, like stages.
Yeah, you need to get 3 out of the 5 overall
Oh, okay.
that we're going to do here.
I misunderstood.
So,
you for clarification.
based off of that, the course is slightly destabilized. It says acrobatics and reflex checks receive -1. We're just going to make acrobatics check receive a -1 because you tied and it wasn't a pure failure.
I'm totally not great at this.
So, stage 2. The whisper wakes swell. The winds drop suddenly, then return in a thundering burst. Whispers ride the gale. The crew mutters about old sea tales where drowned voices steer ships to ruin. Acrobatics with a -1, Arcana, Thievery, or a Reflex saving throw.
I can go with reflex save if it's cool with you.
Sure.
I can, in theory, do reflex. It's none of these are especially great for me. It's just,
How much reflex do you have?
my reflex is +8. Same with my acrobatics.
My reflex is +10.
Yeah, actually, you can probably do reflex, and I can do acrobatics then.
Yeah, acrobatics is easier for you, so I will be taking the reflex.
Sounds good. And
oh,
the wizard should probably take thievery. I'm thinking, right?
Oh yeah,
I am. Yeah.
From all the time I've stolen secret lore from books, I am gonna roll Arcana.
Go on it.
And
So-
fail.
Bowd succeeds. Ooh.
I'm
Spike and Varus are down. But you're going to get the bonus, so Spike succeeds on the re-roll.
I'm not failing my Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys rolled Reflex, Arcana, and Acrobatics. So I need one of them for Thievery.
I think
And that is going to be Kibo.
Kibo's our
Kibo.
Yes, Kibo is going to roll the Thievery check. Yeah, I've got the party
got
sheet
this
open so I can see what we've got there. Ooh, he failed by 1. And
DM,
yes.
DM, can I just throw a bunch of slares, like not like slares, but like friendly slares at the Kibo so he can get +1. Like, I want to intimidate him to get
to intimidate him into doing better.
Yeah.
Let's get the other 2 rolls out of the way first. I do, let's see, Acrobatics, Arcana. Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Ural is going to do Thievery. Misses. So that gives us to Garrick, and Garrick is going to do the Reflex saving throw. I am gonna have Kibo use his hero point because he's got the best chances.
Chance.
I want to imitate.
Rick.
And it doesn't matter if he rolls a 1 because that'll give him the. Oh no, it did matter.
It's a nat 1, so it's 1 degree worse.
Yeah, it's 1 degree worse. Ooh.
So
Garrick's already used 1. We're gonna try to get you guys a success out of this.
Can I intimidate Garrick to reroll?
Yay! You guys succeeded because, and now I think almost everybody has used their hero points.
I think Bowd is the only one with a hero point left.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're already on stage. We're entering stage 3.
So, based off of this success, ritual and deck equipment remain secure. Crafting rolls in stage 3 gain a +1.
Ooh. I'm good at crafting.
That brings us up to stage 3, Eye of the Unspoken. As the Emberwake pushes through the stillness, a break in the clouds reveals a shape beneath the water. Massive, watching. It does not attack, but it's known. The crew begins to pray. Our checks for this stage, slightly higher DCs, are diplomacy, stealth, crafting, and religion.
DM, can I use my intimidation instead of diplomacy?
Yes, you may. That'll be your swap on that one.
Yeah.
I would like to use my crafting as I just leveled that up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
And you get a
religion. I
+1.
leveled that up.
Come on.
I find
Master
that
Wizard.
religion and diplomacy would be equivalent for me. I'll probably stick to religion.
Success.
27. My intimidation.
27 with your intimidation, so that's a success. Oh, we have 3 successes. Good job, guys. Out the door. Let's hope I
Best
can get
crafter.
3 more successes. That was a religion check. We have religion, crafting, and intimidation. So I need to do a diplomacy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Religion, stealth, and diplomacy.
Ural is going to try a diplomacy check.
Yeah, and Kibo can probably do
something.
stealth.
Ural succeeds. Kibo will do the stealth. Gonna hopefully get 6 successes.
Okay.
There we go. And that leaves us back with Garrick. I want to see what he's got. He can repeat now.
Looks like diplomacy is his best of those.
Yeah. Garrick's got a 5 in diplomacy. Yep.
I said it was his best. I didn't say it was great.
I know. It's also got the lowest DC, so that helps out too.
He's a fighter. He doesn't need to be persuasive.
Ooh. And he's already used the hero point. So that's 5 out of 6. That's definitely a success, but not enough to give everybody a bonus on the next round. But the crew steadies themselves through fear. No morale penalties on stage 4.
Come on, guys, we got this.
Next
We're
up.
surviving this ship storm.
Fire in the fog. Sudden
Hey, we got the
static
intimidation.
arcs crackle across the water. Fog returns, but it glows from within, streaked with lightning and glowing glyph light. The sea smells of blood and burnt kelp. We have intimidation, society, athletics, and acrobatics.
Okay,
Trying to get the crew to do what they need to do.
Okay, do you have any instrumentation?
No.
No.
Okay,
I
so
have +4 just from charisma. No training.
I have
Okay.
+1.
okay, so basically, do you have acrobatics or instrumentation higher than me?
I don't think. Well, I don't know what your acrobatics is, but I only have.
Bound, you have the highest acrobatics and the highest intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to give you.
Bound, you want to
easy-
do intimidation because that gives other people a chance to do the acrobatics.
Okay. Maybe rolling me intimidation.
Nice.
Oh, crap!
Oh, yes.
Ah, very good.
Not only has he not used his hero point, but he also has a critical success. So that's 2.
We are rolling high in these times. Let's
Sounds
go.
Probably stick with
Of the-
acrobatics then.
Sure, I will grab society.
I figured. Very nice.
3,
Yeah.
4.
Nice.
Okay, so
That's
I
good.
need to use a athletics check, and that is going to be Garrick.
Yeah, I got
Enable
it.
Legends.
Yeah. Make him go with age. Athletics, go.
Well, Garrick.
Okay, that brought you to a stage.
Yeah.
That's 4. So I've got Hebo. Hebo is going to do the acrobatics.
Makes
I think
sense.
that's the one he's good at. Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a
Yes, he
thank God.
succeeds. Okay. So now we need to find one for Ural. Intimidation, society, or athletics.
Intimidation is his best of those.
Intimidation.
That's at a +8.
I'm going to see what his best is. See if I can... Yep, their highest he has is a +8. So there's no real need for him to do something weird. That was intimidation. Boom. Come on.
Oh, that's fine.
Ooh, not good, not good.
Okay,
Oh, well.
and that is a success.
He rolled it too.
Hell yeah, 3 out of the 5. Let's go.
I'm going to mark that first one as a success/failure because it was a tie, just so we remember that. And our last one is the Hall of Shattered Oaths. The horizon darkens unnaturally as if something waits at the threshold of the storm's edge. Each breath is labored. The ship feels like it's being drawn towards something it cannot see. I have given you plenty of choices. They're all DC 20s this time.
I'm the crew and party member. I know it really sounds bad, but can you use my intimidation again?
Nope, you've already used it once.
Oh, okay.
Use one substitution.
You've got a +9 to fortitude.
Yeah.
No. My best here is going to be occultism.
Yeah,
Okay, go for it. Okay, I am rolling the fortitude. Ouch.
I said I was rolling the occultism, right?
Yep.
Yeah, as you said you wanted to roll occultism. Nice.
Nice. That's 2 out of 3. I'm gonna start off with Earl.
Spirit of the Storm, help us.
He is gonna do performance because it's the same as a lot of his other stuff, but that'll leave it the other ones open for the other 2.
Ural.
Oh, Ural.
Oh,
Oh, and he's already used his hero point, so that's -2.
Okay. DM, can I use my hero point to intimidate you to reroll?
Possibly. We'll see what
Intimidation
happens
solves
with
everything.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Garrick. Garrick is
Okay.
gonna do athletics, I think.
Derek and Kibo left, right?
Yeah.
Kibo should do athletics.
Yeah,
'cause,
Kibo's-
Garrick is much better at him at survival. Because that's the other option.
I guess. I aren't seeing other people's character sheets. For me, it just shows appearances.
Oh, I opened the party window.
And then I go to party skills.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I was trying to look at individuals. No, that makes sense.
Oh. I would love to, Actually, I don't care if I see people's sheets.
Let's see, flavor-wise.
Oh, does it? I thought somebody had.
I do not.
Why did I think Garrick was a fisherman?
That's a good question. Don't know.
I felt like he had this whole thing about being like near the water the whole time.
He's got legal lore.
Oh,
Yeah, I think his entire deal is just like fighting pirates.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was fighting pirates. He was
That-
the battle. He was the battle of for pirates.
Yeah, but
okay.
maybe we can use legal lore. Try to tell the storm it's illegal. Like, hey, you're breaking the law.
I mean, if I had a lot of water, could I use it on those tests?
Garrick is
I
going to
think we
do
have a lot of
athletics. I'm trying to figure out a way to flavor acrobatics or stealth for Kibo.
He's no, like I said, he is Batman. He appears with.
Yeah, he's gonna use acrobatics. Basically
crazy
sliding back and forth across the deck, helping secure things and helping secure some of the crew members as they feel they're being pulled towards the edge. So we're going to let him do an acrobatics. So I need to actually open up his character sheet and click roll and cross our fingers. Ooh. Let me count.
We
So,
succeeded 3 of them.
but you have 4 failures.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we succeeded 3 of the overall.
I wanted to use my hero point to force Avery to reroll his critical failure.
Unfortunately, you can't use your hero point to have him reroll.
No, I wanted to use my hero point on myself to get my intimidation so high and so powerful that I intimidate Avery to get better the second I start screaming at him.
So, here's what the possibilities were. With 0 stage failures, the captain was going to give you full logistical support to the party for travel and cult investigation. 1 stage failure, which is where you're at, arrival is delayed by 6 in-game hours. Where it started, it would have got hairy is at 3 stages or above. You would have been, at 3, would have been delayed 1 day. At 4, delayed 1 day and a random crew member lost overboard. And at 5, you would have crashed the ship on the shoals and had to wait 4 days until somebody came and found you.
So 6 extra hours of wonderful sea life, and nobody dies.
And nobody dies.
I consider this a
I
success.
mean, it's still better. It's still worse than full logistical support.
It's fine.
Okay, so overall, very good. So we're gonna say that we have 1 failure and delay 6 hours. So not bad there. I'm gonna go back to our map then, and I swear we had a ship token, but is that
see Bowed way over here?
yeah? We do have a ship token. If you zoom in on Kanda, there is a ship token there.
Oh, we are very close.
Yes, you are very close. And I am trying to figure out why the clock didn't start when I clicked start, but there it goes now. Anything else you want to do during this last day underway before you're probably going to arrive in the morning?
I think I'm going to everybody I can and be, with my phonetic song and be like, "Can you read this? Can you read this? Can you read this? Do you know what this says?"
Huh. I don't know.
Start with the party, but then other people.
I think it, like, okay, our local dragon, Spy, you go to the bound, and the bound reads it, and he looks at you very angrily. This text just said that you fucked my mother last night.
I don't know what that means.
Me too!
No, nobody recognizes what you've tried to phonetically spell out.
That's fair. Perfectly understandable.
Yeah,
I
but
did try to... No. Except for Bowed, who might be just messing with me.
Yeah, this is joking.
Okay, if there's nothing else, we'll just go ahead and take you to sleep.
Am I still doing the night watch?
Probably.
You're close enough to port that they're going to let you not have to do any watches tonight.
Oh, yay, good night's sleep. Wait, actually, can I do the night watch anyway? I don't want to go back to sleep. It's scary.
It's scary. You don't want to dream, huh?
No, the dream was scary. I want to watch. I want to watch the Dark Sea because that's less scary.
Okay.
Can I watch the sky with you?
Yes.
I'll let you guys watch the sea at night.
Yeah.
Go ahead, both of you roll a d20.
Let's go. 2. Because apparently that's all I can roll today.
Just like the
rolled a
2 I
three
rolled
earlier.
there.
That's true.
I don't think you
Spike, we're gonna say you went up in the crow's nest
Yes. I
with a
like it up there.
lantern, keeping it lit. You can't see diddly outside the edge of the ship, but you are well protected inside the crow's nest from any dreams.
Yay, no dreams.
No dreams.
No dreams, no undead monstrosities. It is a good night with my book.
Bowed, are you gonna stay up all night, or are you gonna get any sleep? Like,
I really shouldn't.
Mike probably passes out at some point, but he tries
Okay.
to stay
Yeah.
awake like that kid who's like, I
Yeah.
can stay up all night,
All night.
and then at 9.
yeah, it's New Year's Eve and you fall asleep at 11:30.
Yep.
Okay. Bowed, nothing out of the ordinary, but you start to see a lot of ship lights leaving what you anticipate is the city of Kanda. You see some other ships that look like they're kind of trailing alongside of you. It looks like basically heavy ship traffic getting ready, entering and leaving the city of Kanda. And what I'm going to do is take it to midnight, then 6 a.m. And I would like... Why is Gesture keep on showing up? In
He
my...
wants to be included.
Yeah. Having a cat nap.
That's the
That's
first time
not-
I've had overlapping party stuff happen. It's weird. I don't think he's on this map. He may be on a map I've got floating around somewhere else.
I know that.
But I would like everybody to take a... Actually, we're going to go back to that ship thing. I don't know if you have to have your token active, but I do have to have one. I'd like everybody to take a long rest and do their daily preparations.
They're giving us food, so we don't need rations.
You've already paid for the food, yep.
Cool. Because I don't think I have any of those.
And
No
there's
changes.
go Garrick. I want to make sure everybody has all of their spell capabilities and all that stuff and their hit points. Everybody should be at full hit points.
I gotta lose a cast of my spell to charge my wand, but I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to go here. Hit this one. And
You know what?
we're going to hit. As the ship approaches Kanda, everybody wakes up in the morning. One thing you guys do notice is Ural doesn't make it out for breakfast.
I go to check on him.
You go down to his room and I wrote it in here. All you see is see several sets of footprints circling around his bed. And you see a set of footprints that kind of go to the wall of the ship, you know, the outer edge of the ship, and just disappear. But no sign of Ural or Pops.
What?
Did we know Pops was his summon? Or did we just think Pops was a...
You've seen him summon it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you've seen him
Oh,
summon
did
him.
we? Okay.
Yes, you knew
Oh, wow.
Pops was his Eidolon, and they were somehow related.
What? What? What is wrong with this place? I go to the rest of the party and tell them the news.
But the footprints, halfling sized.
Where did they?
Girl walk through walls?
I don't think he's a spider.
Yes, the footprints were halfling size. They circled the bunk 5 times, then vanished through a crack in the wall. No hole is visible.
Mildly disconcerting.
False Hydra got him.
I'm gonna go examine the wall and be like, how did he do this?
Yeah, like the end of the footprints.
Sort of. Gate spell, maybe? Maybe opened a portal there and it just looks like it's heading into the crack?
Show me yourself, the man in the water. Show me.
Did he not like us?
The two of you I'd like one to do an occultism, one to do a arcana.
Are you better at either?
Me? I'm good at the occultism. +7.
Okay, I'll do Arcana. 'Cause, it's the same for both for me. Yay! A good roll. 24, baby.
Nice.
Very nice.
I read books.
As you reach closer to where the last set of footprints are, let's go back to the dreams.
No?
Um,
I don't want creepy songs. And shards blowing up my chest.
Spike,
Yes?
as you get close and examine the crack in the wood where the footprints end, you do hear those children's voices singing a lot. You can't make out the words this time any better, but it's the same song that you heard in your dream.
Reflexively, I breathe spirit fire. It does not harm anything without a soul, but I do it anyway.
Okay.
So
No.
yeah, you just hit at me. Potentially.
No, I do it at the wall. I do it at the SOG. If you're in the SOG space, that's on you.
You're inside.
So you so basically this song just activates your PTSD.
And as you guys are
Ghosts are scary.
investigating, you hear the words, "Land ho!"
What?
And for many or uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I thought I had put the description I wanted to read there. It's probably in a journal. Let me... there we go. Yes. I put it in a journal. I didn't put it in Obsidian, which I should have. The city of Kanda rises before you like a jewel of brass and frost from the heart of the Isles. Perched atop basalt cliffs, crowned in banners and lit with warding flame, its skyline is a contradiction. Ancient spires of stone veined with blue steel shimmer beside mage-forged towers and smoke-belching manufactories. Snow clings to the eaves of old noble manors in King's Rest, where silver crest and iron rules pass from one generation to the next. Bells toll beneath the stained glass steeples of Sunvale Hollow, where faith and secrecy blend beneath Arion's long shadow. Markets blaze with color and clamor in Ambervale, where crimson tints and echoing auction chants fill the air. Dockside, the stone-braced docks groan with trade. Leviathan haulers and sky metal barges competing for space, while chain gangs chant and offload crates under lantern light. But not all is noble nor clean. In the Frostlock Commons, the alleys bite like a blade's edge, where warmth is bought with favors and depths are carved into skin. The smell of burnt glass lingers in Ashfire Bastion, where arcane enforcers conduct training drills beneath drifting cinders. Just beyond the shielded wards, the rookyards lie quiet, a sea of blackened rooftops and rusting gates, where whispers go to die and bones are buried with secrets. Glimmershade pulses with veiled luxury, the kind paid for in both coin and silence. Beneath its velvet curtains, the elite dine besides courtiers and warlocks, dealmakers draped in shadow. Tallowgate, meanwhile, hosts the bureaucrats and archivists who whisper policies that move navies. Its candlelit halls stretch farther underground than above, harboring laws, ledgers, and the occasional oath-bound specter. And anchoring it all is the arcane pillar of the Wardspire district, where the city's magical core hums, warding Kanda against storm and saboteur alike. It is the city's eye, its barrier, and perhaps its greatest secret. Kanda is a city of 10,000 masks, every gate guarded, every word recorded, every soul weighed in gold and oaths. It watches you as much as you watch it. And the party arrives at the stone braced docks. You see the docks sprawling across tiered seawalls, each layer more restrictive than the last. You have the smell of brine, lacquered wood, and hot brass filling the air. Runes flare faintly beneath cargo pylons, while warded cranes creak under the weight of sealed vault crates. And with that, the captain goes,
Suddenly giant captain.
yeah, all the tokens are giant on this little screen here. Except for the actual token, that's a picture. I just clicked it. Go. He, might as well get your stuff if you're, leaving here. Paid for the trip. I'd be happy to get rid of you.
Happy to go. But I thought I already paid. Did we not already pay?
Yes.
We paid up front.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I don't want to pay again. I don't have much money
I'll
left.
buy you once.
So the captain, try to avoid doing any more work for Orcus, won't you? Disembark.
Again, it wasn't my intention to be working with Orcus. Just making me money.
No sin in that. For the next time, just check the boxes. From outside, it will be enough. But no.
So, one thing you guys had mentioned is you wanted to take him to the City Watch last time, or
Oh yes, it's been a few weeks.
yes, it's been a few weeks. I just don't want you to forget about that type of stuff.
I think he's probably fine to not. He helped us in the afterwards and then put up a fight about us destroying this stuff. But
Yeah, I'm fine with letting him.
Yeah.
I think that was just if he was actually.
If we thought he was an evil person.
Yeah, but no, we're not turning him.
Okay, as the lines are finished being tightened up, the dockmaster comes aboard the ship. Hey, you're not on my ledger. That either means you're doing something wrong, or someone's been paid more than me.
Do you mean the ship or us?
The ship.
Oh, okay. I don't care. It's not our ship.
Yeah, Captain,
We're just
can we deal
passengers.
with that?
The captain goes, on our way to Boba, these hired on some passengers to stop here on the way. Won't be long. The dockmaster goes, High Chancellor's orders are clear. Nothing from the Central Isles without inspection. You'll wait. And
Thank God.
Again, does that include us waiting, or are we free to go?
no, you all wait.
Inspection is full for every person on board.
I go sulk near the exit of the boat.
The only thing I don't want to be is stripped naked.
I don't think that's what they're asking.
I need to see your ledgers and your manifest. And I need to see your cargo.
I wonder if he's going to get in trouble for having that box still there.
The
It's empty, but
captain gets the quartermaster out to start getting all of that stuff together. You start to see more traffic in and amongst the piers. As again, this ship was not scheduled to come in, and it kind of had to squeeze its way into the pier space. The crew brings up the crates. The captain returns with his manifest. The dockmaster waits and waits, and then you see somebody approach, and she goes, pulls, it almost appears to be like a wooden box that has been clad with metal on it. It has some gems embedded in the top. And as she goes over the crates, there's a slight light that appears in those gems.
Can I try to figure out what it's doing without getting in her way?
She'll make it even easier for you.
Oh, works for me.
Yes, there's residue of relics in here. She looks at the captain. Smuggling relics, are you? He goes, not intentionally. I was paid for this, not smuggling. I've got my ledgers here. See, I was paid. He holds up his ledger book and he reads out. So yeah, I was supposed to deliver this to Boba, to this Greyash tied to S Church. Well, for now, this crate needs to go to the outpost so we can properly analyze the material within.
Out. I presume the talking about that lit up like over the box that had the Orcus stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Did we tell them? We probably should.
Yeah.
We probably should, because I did leave a note in the secret box compartment.
yeah, you're good.
Very good point. Just get ahead. Yeah, I'll approach. We can provide some context with that. Those were artifacts or items belonging to a cult of Orcus that the captain has been unknowingly paid to ship to Boba. We destroyed most of the artifacts. We're with the church, you see. I'll like gesture to the clerics.
Yeah.
Provide some context there for us.
Okay, and she looks at Dustforge and the sister, and sees Zaka, your kobolds, and I do see you're with the church. And as that is happening, you see a half orc. Walk up the gangplank, and he approaches Captain Greaves. Just wait for a second. And we should have somebody joining us.
She's here.
Do we have a new party member?
Yes, you
Yes,
do.
we have Rascal.
Yay!
Good to
It
meet you
won't be a
guys.
3-person.
Yo, he's in two groups.
I'm walking to the captain, right?
Yes, you are walking up to the captain.
I've met him before, right? He's
Yes.
Harlem.
Yes, you've with your Sea Vulture contacts, you've worked with this ship before.
I'm walking up to him like with a lot of pizzazz, like I'm very familiar with the place, and I approach like, "Hello, Harlem. Good to see you. It's everything all right? Do you need a few extra hands? I need to get out of here to have a job."
Describe what they see as you walk up and talk to Captain Greaves.
Okay, you guys see half-orc clearly, but he's not a regular half-orc per se. Like most half-orcs looks more human or orc-side, but he doesn't look quite human. He's very gracious looking in his movements. He's very handsome, I give it that, but like when he moves with some kind of etherealness. Like he has a very light foot amidst him. But while he walks up to the guy, like he gives a smile, but you guys see that he's thinking about something not very good right now. Like he's hiding something, and it looks like he's a little bit of a worry too.
The captain goes, wasn't planning on
Stop
being here, stopping here myself, but stupid cargo shipments. I should have got out when you did, is what he says to Grazkiel. Hey, get down.
Oh. Well, looks like you're a bit of trouble too. You are not getting like locked up or anything, right? You're not going into trouble, so I can jump out.
He goes, this damn Greyash. Never had any dealings with him before, and I just wanted to make the quick buck.
Oh, Greyash, that guy's an asshole. We stopped working with him a long time ago. Wait, you work for him? You get something of his? Oh, damn.
You know him?
I've seen him before, not like talk to him. He's a very weird looking, like he's gaunt, he's all pale, like dealing with magic that I don't know about, like zippy zaps and old stuff. I don't know. It looks weird.
Party want to address any of this?
Hello there.
Oh, hi. Who are you? Are you new members of this crew? I never seen you guys here.
No, we are just. He was going to Boba. We hired the captain of this mighty ship to take us here. And when stuff complicated on our way to here, the giant storm, the raid of undead, pirate, whatever, well, whoever, that doesn't matter. Complicated stuff, and we are not currently here.
As this individual listens to the conversation between Grazkiel and the captain, well, it seems you might know something about this also. Why don't you come with us so you may be able to assist us with what's going on? And Duskforge, I think I still have her here. Yep. She goes, well, my vows are to the light, not the load we carry. I need to go to the temple, whether you walk with me or not.
I think
And
it's time to.
the sister says, yes, I can find the Radiant Temple myself. I've done harder things alone. I can do it. But your friendly old kobold, Zaka, goes, you thinking we safe now? No. Nope, not at all. Beezus needs to seize us the Sun King. Right shiny robes, big chair. He knows what to do. And
Yeah, we'll still on the agenda.
Yeah,
She
we will
looks
get
at-
there where we get there.
she
No
looks
need
and
to
goes,
rush.
what in the heck is going on here?
Can I go? to
Why
the-
don't... She nods to the two clerics. You promise to go to your temples and stay there. I will let you go. But we may be calling for you to talk about the energy that's coming from this box. And you, she turns towards the Zaka. Audience with the king? You think you can get an audience with the king?
Eventually, probably.
We do have information.
We's not safe. Nope. Not if the hymn's humming. Not if the eye's blinking. Nope, we's not safe.
Our kobold friend is from the is it called Underdark still?
Deep Dark.
It's from the Deep Dark. So a place that hasn't been accessible for a very long time. I'm sure the king will want to speak to him.
I
Well,
seem to have information on an Orcus plot, which is kind of why we're here. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're going after the Orcus? Yeah. Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Orcs like me or Orcus?
No, the orcs. Orcs are like you, cool, great people, love them.
Yeah.
The orcish, not orcish, no,
He means
God
the
of
god,
undead.
the god Orcus.
Orcus,
Oh yeah,
yes, that guy.
I've heard that before. Yes, I know that. Well, looks fun. I can join. I really need to get out of here, so I'm really willing to go.
I don't know if we're getting out of here anytime soon, but
Yeah,
always welcome to join another companion. We did just lose one in a very literal sense.
I mean, he walked to the wall and disappeared.
Oh yeah, people say about that. Well, I'm sorry. Each one of you can deal with your own way, but I don't think it's healthy to just say someone goes to the wall. You can say he's dead. It's okay.
No,
he
there
walked
is
through a
no
wall.
body.
No, we do mean
He
in a
walked-
literal sense. He just disappeared.
Yeah,
It's.
he went to the wall, and he disappeared.
I'm sure he's
Like,
fine wherever
He
he
got
is.
shoved into a wall and died, splattered out cars everywhere, like blood, bones.
There was no
meat.
blood. There was only footsteps.
That's weird.
Spike leads over to Varys's hip because can't reach Varys's ear.
Yeah.
Is he dumb?
He very well might be, but it's good to have a few of those people typed around.
It's true.
If I ever was close to a wall, I don't think I can just disappear in it. I never tried it though.
Okay, focus on the wall.
at the wall.
No. Oh no, you can't disappear. You just need to look at the wall, close it, focus, feel it, and become the wall. Just be so silent that you become invisible.
Just accept that it was magic and move on, I think. We have no...
Oh, so
Yeah.
that was magic. You could have just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use some sort of magic. Still not entirely sure what, but... Regardless, I do think we do need to go with this fine lady here and inform the guards, the watch, whoever she is, about all the going.
The IRS.
She goes,
Excuse me. Quick question.
I'm sorry, my name is... I want to give her exact title.
Nobody doubts. So little time.
My name is Captain Bria Sarn. I run Hunter Spur Outpost for the Void Scourge Hunters here in Kanda.
Hello, Captain Briasarn. I'm the Great Dragon Spike. Do you have anybody particularly gifted in languages, or are you yourself gifted in languages? I've only mastered a couple.
Spike meant if you know very, very exotic languages.
I
know one.
I know an archivist who is. We could see him after we get this crate to the Hunter Spur Outpost.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds
I need to-
magnificent.
Okay. I will. It's about a 10-minute walk as you guys head to the Hunter's Scourge Outpost. Are you guys going to be doing any talking or anything like that while you're on your way there?
I'd like to talk to the others and say, I don't think I have quite introduced myself. My name is Graskill. What are your names?
A pleasure. You may call me Varys.
Oh,
You can.
hello, Varys.
I am bound. Bound serious. At service.
Pleased to meet you.
I am the Great Dragon Spike. This is Garrick, and this is Kibo. And our friend who went disappearing is Ural, but he's obviously not here, so I can't introduce him. But
No, he is not here in body. He is here in spirit. We cannot see him.
Oh, he's a ghost.
he was here. He's not a ghost.
We
He's
don't
not a
know.
ghost, is he?
Not as far as we know, but I mean...
I scooch a little closer to Garrick.
I mean, I think there was another word for ghost. It was a ghost that remains in the place. Apparition.
I don't think he's a person.
No,
I don't know.
he walked through a wall. Ghost
Yeah.
walked through walls. Ural was a ghost.
Also, don't think ghosts leave footprints, though.
They might, but they are
They
big
do
of-
stab us sometimes.
Have ghosts stabbed us? They deal... Well, I wouldn't call it... Well, no, those ones did stab, you're right.
I've never been stabbed by a ghost, so I don't know.
I lift. I cast telekinetic hand to lift up a rock. If I can do that with my mind, I'm sure a ghost can step if it wants to.
I suppose, why would
Yeah.
I want to...
To make us
Yeah,
think
cool.
it's not a ghost.
Ghost
Girl
can
was a
be.
ghost this whole time. We should have
was
killed Girl.
faking it.
Maybe Pops was the caster. Was that-
Maybe they both were ghosts. Pops did feel like
I mean-
he was almost a ghost.
But
Yeah.
just as a quick,
I'm now actively
that-
holding Garrick's backpack strap.
you guys
Spike.
like need someone who can do languages. I know a few languages. I know Common, I know Orc, and yeah, I know many languages.
I take out my book and show the song poem to him. Can you
A
read
book?
this? It's
No, it's a
phonetically
book.
spoken.
I don't read books. Who does that?
Cringe, you're
You
cringe.
said you do languages, but you can't read.
Yeah.
Pharisee is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is becoming increasingly likely.
As you get closer, you start to head down a solitary pier. The Hunter Spur Outpost is a hardened deployment hub located on the far seawall of the Stone Brace docks. The salt spray lashes the docks as the wind shifts, sharper here, laced with static and brine. Rising from the edge of the docks, you see it, a jagged silhouette. Not a lighthouse, not a watchtower, but something between. Hunter Spur Outpost juts out over the dark water like a blade, angular and austere. Its stone fused with anchor iron and ward glass. You pass beneath suspended lantern pylons, humming with ward light. Beneath the gate, cloaked figures move with practiced tension, their armor etched with shifting sigils and salt streak from recent dives. Lanterns don't flicker here, they burn steady, fixed against the dark. Somewhere deep within, a submersible moan echoes up through the metal grates, and you realize this place doesn't just observe the sea, it waits for what rises from it. And I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and go here. Change the music a little bit. And as a group, with the captain, Zaka in tow, the two clerics on their way back to their respective temples, you are at the headquarters for the Void Scourge Hunters within the city of Kanda.
Oh wow.
Void Scourge, presumed anti-cult work. Have you heard of them, Spike? I sure haven't.
Have I?
Recall knowledge it.
Where's the recall knowledge button?
Basic action macro.
I'm gonna do it too. Is it society that I need to?
So if you click the little file folder down on the left-hand side of the screen, it'll say Browse Macro Directory.
Yeah.
In that macro directory, there is one that says, a folder that says Everyone Must Have. If you click and open that, I would like you to drag out the basic action macro.
Oh, I already did that.
Okay, yeah, so you would just click on that one. And if you don't have anything selected, it shows me all of your options, and that gives me the ability to figure out which one I want to use for it.
Can I go and recall knowledge too?
Sure.
I still didn't know, so I'm just going to stick with my lore. I just haven't heard of them.
So
So I'm gonna go with Graz first. You know that they have had run-ins with the smuggling groups, particularly the Blackwater Corsairs. That's what you know about the Void Scourge Hunters. Spike, on the other hand, I will whisper you, Control C, what you remember. You get that?
Yep, I'm currently reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. Daz X's library had something on them. They like guns. They're good at binding things. Magically binding, not like book binding. They might be good at book binding. I didn't ask. I didn't read, but it did say they weren't. They deal with threats from other planes. They're apparently very good at it.
Oh, good. Maybe they can't teach me how to bind better. And maybe I can bound someone even better than the last time I was bounded.
Isn't binding related to like some kind of sexy thing? I don't think that's what we want, right?
Oh, Daz, the library had books like that, but I wasn't allowed to read them.
I presume we're dealing with some magical binding.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know what sexy is. I just don't know how that has some dealings with the Blackwater Corsairs, but I don't know much what they do besides planar stuff.
Yeah. Should we tell them about what we found in the temple?
Oh, I'm sure we will get to it. I have a feeling for a long talk with them.
So she brings you in, and inside the building, normally it looks like a cross between a workshop when you first come in and a forge, a tinkerer's thing. Instead of wooden tables and stuff like that, almost everything is either clad or made out of metal. They are high up on the tech thing. As you walk into the building, you can see through grates that directly look into the ocean below you, where one set of grates has a set of stairs where you see a submersible type ship that is tied up underneath the building. She asks you to leave the crate on. Why don't you just put that crate over there? While we get the keys, and she waves over to one of the younger lads that's wearing the same type of uniform as her. She goes, "Need the keys to Sub-Vault 4. So let's hear a story about this crate again." As she talks to the captain, you say you had no clue that you were smuggling abyssal relics. At least that's the residue that I detected.
You're talking to the captain, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Nope, I just took the gold, and they said they needed to get to Kanda fast, so I loaded it up aboard the ship, and then this group here needed transfer to Kanda, so I get some extra money, stop by Kanda on my way to Boba. It's only a few hours out of my way, or it should have only been a few hours out of my way.
I can attest he's unperceptive enough to not have noticed. He's not a very smart man.
He looks over and glares at you.
No,
Smile and wave.
No, he's a businessman. The goal? The businessman rose to unfinished business. And that is all.
And well, if everyone's giving out some kind of testament, Harlan is a very hardworking guy, and I believe he's a very good character. He wouldn't do such a thing as, like, transport illegal magic stuff around if he knew it was.
Yeah.
Exactly, because he didn't know. He's not smart enough.
Yeah, he didn't know. He was just paid extra for taking it. That was it. Like,
Well, as the younger guy comes back up and he nods to you guys to pick up the crate again and follow me, and the younger gentleman has it's not a key that you typically think of as when you see a key. It is a rectangular block of metal. It's about a centimeter thick and maybe 7 centimeters wide by 12 centimeters long. It does have bumps all over it on all 6 faces. There is the number 4 that you could recognize on the top face. And as he approaches one of the doors, there's a slot, a rectangular slot that he slides this thing into, and you hear a click, and then the door opens. He steps to the side and waves you guys through with the crate. Inside, what you see is metal floors, a metal table in the middle. Anybody that has any capability of casting magic, you feel as you cross the threshold, something leave you. Like this room is shielded from magic.
Do I need to roll a check to know that it's an anti-magic room?
No, you can tell. Just, I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious, and she mentions it. This is one of our containment vaults that we use to prevent artifacts from straying outside the room.
Spike looks back and forth between like her, the room, and Garrick, and I'm just like, fine. I walk in again.
As you guys go in, he leaves the door open. She looks at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because you've got Zaka with you. You were carrying this aboard a civilian manifest, and you're still breathing? Either you guys are lucky or deeply stupid.
In our defense, we were downed by some kind of ghost pirate. And
we did destroy some of them.
Yeah. And then later we were attacked by ghost pirate, ghost ship, and few slaves of Orcish?
Yeah, Garrick beat them up.
Yeah. I think we still have some armor of those guys.
Well, at least you're smarter than most smugglers who roll through here with cursed heirlooms and echo shards wrapped in tarps.
Not a smuggler. I just happen to be on the ship.
Yeah.
So, you say this shipment's tied to a Greyash, huh? That coward hasn't been in Kanda in weeks. He got spooked after we blocked a manifest from Lambaro with similar residue. If your shipment's tied to him, he's either setting you up or burning the rest of his trail behind him. Either way, you're his cover fire now.
Oh, sure like scapegoats.
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of us. He was not expecting Garrick. Or me, or anybody else. Damn, they jump us good. And that storm later on. Oh, it was catastrophe. 6 hours late. This could be worse.
The captain goes, so you've had run-ins with this Greyash? Yes, he says, yeah, he was trying to smuggle items through Kanda itself before we ran him out. And then we did hear rumors that he was in Boba, but you're our first confirmation of it. I do need to take a short break right now. My dogs are going crazy. They need to go outside really quick.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will be back in a bit.
The dogs need attention too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they start crawling over me and grabbing my arm, that means they have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
The nature skulls.
The nature barked.
Welcome, new person.
Hello,
Yeah, welcome.
I am new person.
Were you in one of the other games? And I know it says the number 5.
Yeah, he is from
Kinda.
Thursday game.
Yeah, but like the Thursday game just got obliterated. I didn't even get one session in. So
Wow.
Oh, did it fall apart?
How?
I mean, Mr. T can't like DM on Thursdays anymore. He has something personal to do with, and there was just 3 players, so he like shuffled us between some other games. I'm here now.
Well, welcome.
First session.
First session of the first time playing the Pathfinder second edition?
No. The first session like here in this
Oh, okay. Good.
place. I got quite experience. I have around 3 to 4 years in Pathfinder.
Oh my god. Another elder.
Yay!
What?
It's not just me.
Yeah, I don't have 10, 20 years. I said 3, 4. This is not elder.
And you're talking a complete newbie whose first experience in Pathfinder second edition are those sessions.
Second edition is what, like 5-6 years old now? How old is second edition?
I think it's more. No,
I don't.
I don't know.
My full experience with Pathfinder second edition is 9 sessions.
Yeah, that's short.
So yeah, for me you are an elder.
I am your senpai.
I think I'm at about 6 years now. Yeah, the first book was released. No, that's the remaster.
Grasky, you're more like Elder Scroll. I'm going to read you, and then dump you in the chest full of other loot.
Doesn't like someone reading the Elder Scroll makes them die or something?
No, I am
muted. I feel very silly.
I am a Dragonborn.
I'm pretty sure that there's something like that. Only the Dragonborn can do it because if not,
Yeah, I am playing the Hobgoblin that has Dragon Blood, and so I am Dragonborn.
According to Google, the first Player's Handbook came out on August 1st, 2019.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There we go.
I realized I was muted. But
Oh my god.
2019 was 6 years ago. What the hell?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's when I started playing.
Yeah. This was only my second
Second edition.
Pathfinder. This is my second experience with Pathfinder, but I used to play 3.5 D&D back in the day, so it's not too dissimilar.
Yeah, the only newbie here is me and it's me and Gary.
Welcome to you both, I guess.
Both of those nuts.
We're missing
Goten.
2 of our team today. We lack
Yeah.
Garrick and Kibo.
One just disappeared.
They just,
Oh, yeah, you're all.
they just left.
Well, Garrick is moving today. Kibo, I don't know. He said he was going to be here, and he didn't show.
But
something
who knows?
happened.
Give me something to do something very quickly.
I have noticed. I can't see your sheet, but I did look at the party sheet. We are a very charismatic party.
Yeah, we stroll into town, say hey, and the town loves us.
Well,
I've got the pizzazz.
I do that. Yeah.
the three of you are at like what, +3, +4 charisma each, and I'm at like +1.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Grask,
got
if you ruin the party's reputation, I'm going to skin you alive.
Oh my god, you're in for a treat, because I'm quite dumb.
He's got a +4 charisma.
Yeah.
And I have 0 int, I have 0 intelligence and 0 wisdom. This is gonna be very fun.
I have +4 intelligence. It's fine.
Yeah, and
I also have the medic background, despite my +1 wisdom.
I have +2 in int, +2 in con, +3 in charisma, +3 in dex, +1 in strength.
Yeah, he's pretty balanced. Overall.
And +0 in wisdom. Screw wisdom.
Yeah. I've got the best wisdom with my +3.
Who needs wisdom? I don't need to perceive things, I just need to feel them.
That's because you're our almost cleric.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
basically, yeah. I'm a cleric, but more charismatic.
You're
But,
cleric-ish.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me a second.
Although Varus would be deeply offended if ever called a cleric.
Yeah.
You don't like gods then?
He sees clerics as only borrowing power, unlike his, which comes from himself.
So you got like a divine blood type, but
Yeah.
you don't believe that it's not you don't believe others do it like that too,
Oh,
so
no,
just for yourself.
I just think clerics. I know how clerics work. They get their power from their gods, and I think that makes them less than me.
That
And
makes
I
them
get my power
cringe.
from mastering physics
Yeah.
and mathematics.
I got my power by being like very handsome and very good at doing backflips or something. I don't know how to measure dexterity.
No, I'm smart. I've got the +4 intelligence and decent dex. Indeed. I'm also 13.
But
I am a child.
Not a
13 years
kobold,
old.
so.
No, for a kobold that's like you're elderly.
That's full grown. That's adulthood. But
Yeah.
I'm still 13. My father was a dwarf. What do you say?
Damn.
Okay,
I am a 13-year-old raised by a dwarf who's probably in his hundreds.
so we're waiting on Spike and Bowd.
I think they're here and just never readied up.
Oh, one sec. I'm back.
Okay.
Wow.
Go. Here, let me
He
change.
was here, but maybe he went to go do something.
Bowed? Swashbuckler.
I
The book was
presume he
Scotch.
got up and went to do something.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
So.
Well, what was the last thing she said again?
So the last thing she said was, if your shipment's tied to him, implying Greyash, he's either setting you up or burning the rest of his trail behind him. Either way, you're his cover fire now.
Yeah, and they said something about scapegoats and whatnot.
Yep. She said that he was ran out of Kanda, the city itself, several weeks ago, as he was trying to smuggle stuff into the city itself. Since then, rumors that he was in Boba, and that manifest seems to confirm those rumors, as well as you seeing him at a couple areas inside Boba.
Yeah, I say that out loud. Oh, Boba! Yeah, I've seen that guy there. He doesn't talk much though.
I've never been off my island. I don't know who that is.
Greyash? He's a A very weird looking guy. Maybe evil. Yeah, I think he is evil.
I mean, it seems like he serves Orcus, whoever this guy is, so I can't imagine he'll be anything but weird and evil.
Yeah, people who serve undead things are bad.
Yeah, even the blood vultures don't want anything to do with him.
And Zaka, let's see, who's the tallest one of you there? Ferris? Actually, actually no. Zaka is gonna go to you, Spike, and he's gonna like pull on your clothes and go, "We walk now? We sneak now? We go before Watcher hears."
Where? We can't get to the king.
Mises needs to seize the king.
The king has a lot of people in the way. We've got to go through them first.
She asked you to leave the vault with her. You guys leaving the crate inside the vault. I need let me do a. None of you have anything that is whole left on you from the relics, correct?
No, yeah.
No,
We destroyed everything. I don't think we kept anything.
Oh, did we destroy the... I have some notes here. Where are they?
Yeah, I think we went.
Sticky note.
I think we went and finished getting rid of the other stuff.
Oh, necklace, the 3 statuettes, and the mirror. Did we destroy all of that?
I believe so. I think the cleric helped you out in the last case.
Okay. Then and Spike would have definitely did his best to burn away any of the dust. I would not have even kept scraps.
Yep. Okay, I'm just doing one little last quick check from my old notes. Yep. I have confirmed. Everything was destroyed. But some sort of residuals in there. As you guys leave the room, where the metal block went in, she touches there, and then you hear another click. The doors start closing, and then that metal block comes out, and she hands the block back over to the lackey that was working for her. You see her pull out what appears to be a hand-sized rock from inside her jacket, and she goes, Delver, I got some people you may want to talk to here. And you hear her coming out of this rock. Be there in a couple. Let me wrap this thing up. I'll be there.
Is that your archivist?
Yes, you had mentioned needing something possibly translated. He works. Let me go clear. I want to make sure I get the exact correct. He works at the Sunken Reliquary for the Wardens of the Deep Dark. He's a pretty good translator. And then as she says Deep Dark, Zaka goes, home?
I was going to say, Wardens of the Deep Dark, what are they? Do they, guard the entrances to the Deep Dark? Because either way, they're not doing a great job.
That is a recall knowledge if you want to know what they do.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oops, wrong button. Didn't mean to do... I clicked the wrong macro button.
Oh! Yeah.
Was that a nat 1 or a nat 20?
That was a 20.
Ah!
I'm back. What did I missed?
And And Varys wasn't too far behind.
Yay, I jump up and give you a high five.
But the, so we're going to, I'm just going to put it in general chat then, because of how high the roll is.
Cool.
The Wardens of the Deep Dark, they're dedicated to recovering pre-rising knowledge from the Deep Dark. They were founded before the Rising. They are trying to use their knowledge to prevent a second abyssal threat type of thing. So they're working in the same general direction as you guys are, but they're more focused on trying to interpret information that came from the Deep Dark versus stuff from topside.
I'll be very interested in speaking to our kobold friend here and learning about the path to the Deep Dark that's opened.
Well, it recollapsed. Did we finish?
Yeah, opened and then closed again, but the fact that it was open at all is noteworthy.
And I will, because of that recall knowledge, I'm going to give you one more piece of information. They were established 550 years ago. And their whole purpose was topsiders going down, exploring the Deep Dark, and obtaining scholarly knowledge from down there. And then they use that knowledge that they obtained down there to help some with bindings and such during the first abyssal incursion. So, with the nat 20 and the almost nat 20, I figure that's worthwhile lore for you guys to have fully developed there.
I think thematically, the player is only just learning this now. I think thematically, Spike has always admired these people. They're like,
Okay.
if Spike, if there were like posters on people's walls, Spike would have a Wardens of the Deep Dark poster on his wall.
He has a tattoo of
maybe
them
I-
on the back.
I just enjoy conceptually having a recruitment poster for a secret organization. Just-
The
He
FBI of
pretends-
sport.
I think he pretends his father's ex was a member
yeah.
before he passed. He calls him his
That is-
father's ex, but that's because he's a widow now.
Yeah.
Spike's eyes light up.
You see, after a few minutes, I swear I put a description in here for him. You see an older dwarf wearing monochromatic clothing. He's quite old for a dwarf. He's probably well over 200, probably close to 300 years old, so he's walking very slow. As he comes in, he looks to Bria and goes, "You mentioned something about needing some translating?"
Spike.
Nudge
Uh,
Spike.
Spike is like stop in like awe, and you like nudge him and he like stumbles forward. I think because seeing a dwarf, he defaults into Dwarven because that would be his
Yep.
technically his first language. Yes, Mr. Warden, sir. Yes, I heard a song that I didn't understand and I need it translated. Can you help? I'm Spike. Hi. He runs over, shakes his hand with both claws.
What is the little guy talking about?
Yeah, something reached you in your sleep, yes?
Yes. He goes through his papers and pulls out the paper with the song. I wrote it phonetically, because I didn't know the language.
I think they're speaking Dwarven. I'm not sure. It could be something else.
He looks it over and Can you describe this when it was being sent to you?
Yes, there was a crystal. We destroyed a couple of them earlier when we were awake, and I saw the crystal again, but it was whole, and then it shattered, and it stabbed me, and then little children were singing, but I couldn't see the little children, and I don't like ghosts. And they sung that song.
A lullaby in a language you don't know, sung in a child's voice.
Yeah, I mean, I've been sung to in languages I don't know before, usually Elven, but yeah.
She looks at Bree. This is residual verse 3 trauma.
I don't know what that is.
It tried to embed a signature in your perception. What you're hearing isn't memory, it's a resonant imprinting.
Yes, because I don't remember doing that, so it would not have been memory. So it came from... I know it came from the crystal, I just want to know what it means. Other people were singing songs that they didn't know beforehand.
Well, don't be worried, you're not cursed. Let me see, you're attuned. Unwilling, yes, but alive, and that's already rare. You know, there's some monks that would probably kill to have a dream like you did.
Not only him.
They're welcome to try. I will just burn them.
Not you alone. We are here too.
I don't recognize the words directly from the phoneticism that you've written, but if you don't mind, he reaches his hand out for the papers or whatever you wrote it on.
Yeah, I had it over.
I'll catalog the signature and cross-reference in the Vault of Breaths. If it lines up with any known hymn structures, I'll let you know. And where can I find you?
We just got here. We don't have a place to stay yet.
The captain goes, well, since it looks like my ship is stuck here for a bit, they can stay on my ship until they find someplace suitable in town.
We have to?
You don't have to, but it's
free, right?
It is now.
Haunted.
Much I do appreciate the offer, Captain, I would enjoy sleeping on solid ground again.
I understand.
You'd probably find an inn suitable in this city.
I will introduce him to you. My name is Archivist Quint, and I'll type that in for you. Wardens of the Deep Dark.
Before you go, there's another thing. We may have been there when Korlok, the demonic jailer, the Eternal Warden, was released from his binds, and we think a few other bound demons were released. We just don't know who or where.
You are group 6.
Yeah. Small islands. We found the temple with the stones that were shattered after.
Yep. I'm gonna just put in chat the one that you visually saw released.
Yeah. Oh, but who was Korlak?
I don't have a Korlak. I've got a Goliath, Veltrazar, Zorvathrax, Zalzul, Threxul, and Aziel.
I think that guy might have just been... I think
someone else.
Yeah, the jailer was the guy who we released from bind, and we killed him. We banished him back to hell.
And hit the dogs.
Yeah.
The retcon. We banished the jailer, and Threxul, Prince of Hollow Eyes, was released.
Okay.
Different notes. There was a jailer.
Yes, there was a jailer. But the actual Orcus guy that was released by your group was Threxel.
Yeah.
The one that was almost released by Zaka's group was Greyash. That's when you guys went to the Dwarven Library, the northernmost room, where you stopped that summoning circle.
Yes.
That was Greyash that was bound there. And you stopped that one for now. But he goes... I was worried some, but knew something was up, and Bria goes, yeah, same. All of the beacon wards started working again recently. It's like the magic that was bound has been released again. Whatever happened during the Rising to take away magic is failing as well.
On a related note, we did, you might be interested to know, briefly find a way to the Deep Dark, where our little kobold friend here is from.
His old, wrinkled face becomes smooth with the smile that is underneath his beard, that you could just see his cheeks glowing. You're from... Really? Where are you from? And Zaka goes and tells him, and you made it out? Yeah, me and my buddies. They're letting them. They were trying to open up the thing, and that's when I heard the voice. So they may be on their way home already. Which isles did you say you were from? And you described Seaside Cape.
Yeah.
And he scratches his head. I don't have any maps or anything of the deep dark tunnels in that region. That is odd. I know the ones that connect underneath Kanda Isles to Lambaro, and the ones from Mwingu to Mangagoy, but I don't remember there being any in the Middle Islands areas. That must be a new path to the surface. And Zaka goes, yeah, we were at the edge of what was our known paths. We didn't know it was going to go to the firewood room.
Is it connected to a library of sorts we found tonight? Yeah.
Yes. It's connected to a dwarven library.
Yeah, we're doing some amateur archaeology.
Well, I'm gonna have to send word out and get some of our brothers there. And I believe you may already... Let me go to Middle Isles, NPCs. I may not have transferred them over. There we go. I don't have the name handy, but there was one member, I believe, at the campsite that was a member of the Wardens of the Deep Dark. I don't know if it was Callum Cindershade or Gagrim Hardhammer. I'll have to go back, look through my notes. But you can mention that there was somebody there that you believe was from the Wardens. Well, I'll take your notes, and again, if I find anything, we'll find you and let you know about it. And Bree goes, well, unfortunately, my business with you is not done here. I do need to take you to see the Chancellor. Smuggling, whether you're doing it knowingly or not, is very frowned upon here, especially with the what's going on in the last few days with magic going crazy. You get to today's notes. Captain Greaves goes, you want to walk me into the lion's den? Fine, but if I vanish in the next 24 hours, all of my ledgers will go public.
That's a big threat.
Is it? Are ledgers dangerous?
Oh yeah. It shows everything someone has been through, what they dealt with.
And if anybody desires to make a check or something against him, I put his token out on the screen. You want to target?
Why exactly would all your ledgers going public be a bad thing? I feel like we're missing something here.
Well, a year or so ago, this would have been a normal occurrence for me. Smuggling, that is. But with the Corsairs and the Vultures going towards what I considered bad taste dealings, I left. And you wouldn't be surprised how many of the nobles and higher-ups and members of the Ashen Vanguard and all that stuff actually are involved in smuggling operations.
Well, none of our business, really. Arguably, it's probably good to be exposed for long term.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like a whole lot of trouble if a lot of nobles get outed out. That's the thing.
If they got outed, they got outed. They would. This sounds like their problem, not his. It was them who made those deals.
It's just that for the people in power, it kind of becomes a big problem because people start fighting each other, doing shady things all the time. So if it goes public, everyone gets involved.
Then why did they are doing it in the first place?
Because money, of
Because
course.
people are dumb.
Yeah, and then if I forget, the rich don't know what are consequences of their actions. It would be great if someone teach them that no matter what, no matter how much money you have, there is always someone who's seen you do something wrong, something evil, something against the law. It would be extremely cool to see them suffer.
But regardless, I do think this is probably the local authorities' job. As much as I'm all for vanquishing evil, smuggling isn't exactly our purview, I think. Feels like...
Yeah. That's not our business.
Technically, nothing is our purview.
Yeah. I don't think smuggling is that evil.
I mean, our purview is saving the world, not dealing with
Wait,
smuggling.
you're saving the world? What?
We're trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully. That'd be nice. Stop
Oh,
all these...
why? From what?
Orcus, come on, bud, keep up. Orcus is
I'm
doing
trying.
something. We're going to stop it, whatever it is.
Demon bindings are being released, which will potentially
And then
reopen the barrier around us and possibly cause another war between the planes.
Okay, that sounds bad, but are you guys getting paid for this?
No. I haven't gotten paid since the archaeology, but gold is it's a means to an end, really. You don't need money to save the world. Well, we need
I mean,
it
it helps.
for
It
saving
helps.
the world. Yeah, once
I
again,
get
it's a
books. I've gotten
means.
books. Books are better than money.
I doubt that, but
Well, it's because you can't read.
I can read. I just don't want to.
You just choose not to.
Yeah,
That sounds like you can't.
This
I'm
sounds
sure. Okay,
like
give me a book
excuse.
that's readable, like it's in common or something. I can read it out to you.
Oh, I don't write in common. I'm sorry.
See, so you
I,
can't.
I'm sorry that you can't speak. That you can't read Dwarven or Draconic or Imperial.
I'm pretty sure that those are made up words anyway. But well,
Do you know how to
I just
read? I mean, you're a big half orc. Do you know how to read a goblin?
Captain.
I feel like we're getting off track.
Captain goes, well, let's see if we can get you in to see the High Chancellor. He's going to want to see you anyway, based off of this smuggling aspect.
Hey, next meeting.
Yay!
He would be... I want to click there. We'll go there. You guys, are being escorted from the dock area to the city center where you see that blue glowing light in the city. It's the Ward Spire district. That blue glowing light is the Ward Spire tower, which is ran by the Arcane Wardens. Other things that you know are that you pass as you go through the outer areas of the Ward Spire district. You see all sorts of various archives that you can tell based on the way they've got the book scroll type pictures and hangings out in front, that they're either libraries or archives. But the one of the bigger buildings, the second biggest building there, is what she takes you to, and that is Chancellor's Hall. And we will click there. And as you pass beneath a carved lintel engraved with 1,000 names, each a former bearer of the Chancellor's seat, the Chancellor's Hall rises before you, an austere monument of black veined stone and shimmering script glass. It is utterly quiet. No banners hang from its walls. No guards call out. The only movement is that of scribes, clerks, and ministers, each one part of the machine older than the current king. Inside, light filters through rune-gridded skylights onto tiered record pits and stone ring policy chambers. Seated at the heart of it all, on a dais, half hidden behind vellum veils, is the true power of Kanda. Not the king, the Chancellor. And every step you take within this place has already been documented. And just before you guys go to enter, Bria says, need to be quiet in here. Don't speak unless spoken to. Don't want to get any more trouble than you already are.
Why are we in trouble? Like, I get why the captain's in trouble, but we don't work for him. Why are we in trouble?
If you ask her that, she takes out that nice little box and passes it over the various members of the crew. I mean, the various members of your party. And anybody that touched any one of those relics at all, it starts to glow as it passes over you.
Does it glow when it passes through me?
No.
Like it doesn't.
Oh, we're in trouble because you think evil without talking to us. So the dumb reason. Okay, I understand.
Oh, wow.
And right before you go in, Zaka goes, "Jesus the Kings?" And she goes, "Shh. Only if you're quiet, maybe."
Never seen the king.
She brings you in. She whispers to one of the guards, "There are, what you gather, somewhere between 50 and 100 people working in this wide open area. And it is almost utterly silent. You could hear every piece of paper turn. You could hear every step on the floor. There is nobody speaking inside this place that you can hear. It's eerie for a place this large."
Out of character, it's really good I didn't prepare Bullhorn this morning.
Didn't prepare what?
Bullhorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would do sonic damage to everyone.
As you guys are escorted in towards the center dais area, as you walk across the floors, the path that you're walking, there's a set of glowing runes that kind of like follows you. Like you take a step, it starts to glow. As your foot goes off, the glow disappears. It's like Dance Revolution type dance floor thing, where you step and it glows type of thing. And it's, if you watch somebody in front of you, it's almost like this glowing path is following them as you're walking there.
At the moment I noticed that this thing is going after us, like on our foot. I kind of walking weird, like doing some kind of withdrawals while I walk to see if I can do like weird shapes with it.
She motions to you to stop as she's at the bottom of the stairs, and she looks up at the Chancellor, and he nods, and she slowly walks up and whispers into his ear. You see him turn around and open the door that's behind him. He walks through the door, and she beckons you to come up to the stairs and follow into his office.
There you go,
He goes and sits at the head seat, motions to the captain to take the seat at the other end of the table, and beckons you all to remain standing. You guys notice as you look in here that the shelves are full of pristine condition books. The amount of books that you saw, a lot of books in the library that you guys went through, but they were in very poor condition and stuff like that. You could tell some of these books here are very old also, but they look to be in pristine condition, and there are hundreds of them. It's in today's day and age, very opulent with the amount of books that are there. And on the back corner, you see what appears to be, it's in the same shape as an hourglass, but the sand isn't at the top going down or at the bottom going up. It's like stuck in the middle with some airspace at the top and the bottom. And it just seems to be sitting there. It just seems odd when you notice that there. And you see one other door, smaller, that exits from this room besides the one that you just came in. And as you come in, the door shuts itself behind you. Yes. And what's the issue, Captain? We caught what appears to be somebody tricked into smuggling artifacts again. And the Harlan goes, yeah, I thought I'd put all that stuff behind me. Sorry, Your Majesty, Your Excellency, just trying to make a quick buck. And he looks at the five of you, and then unfortunately, Graz, you kind of followed in with them. He goes, and this lot, were they part of your smuggling operation?
I'm going to silently make air quotes when he says smuggling. Just...
I joined the air quoting.
12%.
Spike is not paying attention. He's just trying to like read the titles of the books.
So when you made the air quotes, since I said it was a 12% chance that he would get pissed off, and I rolled an 8. He glares at you very, very, gives you the stink eye. It's like, how dare you question somebody with my authority? It is the point where the High Chancellor, the king doesn't run anything in Kanda. He's a figurehead. The High Chancellor is basically the brain and the heart, and some would say the spine of the entire kingdom.
Oh, wow.
But he does look at you with that glaring eye, and yes, smuggling it is, whether you know it or not. It's just, we have a name for people like you. We call them mules. And
derogatory.
Do you have any proof that it was unintentional? And he brings out the ledger. I've got records that if this was smuggling, I would have hidden the records of this shipment. And he brings out his ledger that's right there on the ledger, shows that, hey, this is supposed to have gone to S Church in Boba to this Greyash dude. I used to be a smuggler. I wouldn't be caught having something on my manifest if I was still smuggling. He nods his head. And the captain goes, this group mentioned some weird goings on during their travels. They said they destroyed a bunch of the stuff that was in the case that they brought to us. But they all have residual abyssal touches on them, as she points to the five of you, not Zaka or Graz.
Can I interrupt, like, not in saying, but after hearing that, just Pound just looks at them, like, well, it's obvious, like, I'm not saying it, but like, the obvious look of, hey, we destroyed the artifacts. It's known fact that we will have something on us, like,
He nods and understands that, but why did you seek out these artifacts and destroy them in the first place? That's my question. Why would you have even found them. It seems that there's something more to you than meets the eye.
Well, we stumbled upon them mostly, and being the good Samaritans we are, and currently enemies of Orcus, we thought it prudent to destroy them immediately. Weren't certain what they were used for, but safe assumptions and all. It's Orcus, it's evil. Just came back from foiling a few of his plans back on our home island. And potentially allowing one of his other plans to succeed, but we tried.
Yeah, we tried very much.
And we've lost once and won once. I think we're a decent track record.
We are on 0. We foiled one plan when we kind of failed at another. It's 0.
But regardless, point is, we stumbled upon the crate. One of our party saw it was an Orcus symbol, on it, and went on from there. A couple clerics accompanied us as well, although they went back to their temples.
The Orcus?
Yes.
Go. As you say Orcus, Zaka goes, no, me's most important, sir. We need to see Sun King. I'm from deep dark. We hear the echoes. And he starts to say the second stanza of the first verse. By the light of dawn, by waning star, we sealed the mouth with sacred scar. Let memory sleep where earth forgets. Where the song begins, the sun resets. We hear this in the deep dark. Zalzul's being released. This more important than any, and he air quotes, smuggling.
I have to say, that is the most coherent he's been this entire trip.
When he speaks in Zakroth, he makes a lot more sense.
He, the Chancellor nods at Zaka and then looks at you, Spike. Are you from the Deep Dark also?
Spike chuckles at that. No, Mr. Chancellor, sir. I'm a dragon. We're not from the Deep Dark.
Oh,
I'm the Great Dragon Spike. It's nice to meet you. You're welcome for destroying artifacts.
There are other people that came with Zakas. They're back on the island. Maybe even back down in the D-Dog by now.
No, he was the bravest.
Well, that's good to know. We've reestablished some contact with the Deep Dark. With these magical surges over the last couple days, it seems our communication network is starting to come back online. The binding runes throughout the city actually activated about 2 days ago and have stayed lit for the first time in a couple 100 years. You guys wouldn't have any idea of what the cause of that is, would you?
Thinking back, did anything significant happen 2 days ago?
There was this storm. Then we were before the storm. We were attacked. Wait.
2 days ago, we were still on the ocean.
Yes, you were still on the ocean. It would have been about the time that you came across the Sister and had that compass going crazy with the ley line disturbances.
The ley line disturbance was
the ley lines have shifted.
Yeah,
but we don't know why. We just kind of we just noticed while we were on the ocean.
Yeah,
We just found a cleric at that time. Never did ask where she came from.
And then there was this one artifact that went haywire because it was close to leyline.
One of these artifacts that you and
Destroyed.
he and this time he does the air quotes destroyed.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I blasted one of them myself, so I feel pretty confident it's gone.
Yeah,
I lit it up. I burned it with dragon
we
fire.
even asked the help of our clerics that went on travel with us, how to destroy them correctly. We didn't want it to unfortunately or intentionally destroy them in the wrong way. We wanted to be gone. So we asked the clerics for help in that. We got what we wanted. We destroyed them in the correct way. That was available to us right at that moment.
I will concede they did not seem to be the most important relics ever, but
Yeah, we saved few because without that we needed a proof to have to use.
So I have one final question, and depending upon your answer to this, will make a difference on what my decision possibly will be. So you say you weren't part of this smuggling operation, in air quotes. He does the quotes this time, so you don't have to.
thank you.
He so what brought you aboard the ship?
To be quite frank,
we wanted us. Yeah,
to have this meeting.
Yeah,
actually.
we went to the ship to have this meeting because on our way to the ship, on our travels, we found one of those important bounding circles of great evil. It was this demon, that whatever his name, and we went from the location of him after doing something. We don't know if it was correct decision or no. We just know that something happened. We don't know it was good or bad. After that, we went to the local to the closest church where we met our travel clerics. That we went down the line to the not the monastery. The guys help me with the wording because I forget. Catacombs. Yeah, thank you. Catacombs, and in them we met the knight that the golem infused with spirit of the long past, or one of the local churches, and we had a talk. He said that we've seen destruction. We've seen few destroyed pillars that represent the holding pillars of the binding chains that were made by celestials and the archdevil, the guy with facts, a lot of facts. So after that, we talked with him, and he wanted us to go to the C1 that was somewhere here, but we wanted to have a piece of right here to inform the highest, to our knowledge, ranking person in here. It was a king. Now we know that you are here and you are the highest ranking person. That the stuff is happening. The great evil can be awoken, and we need help in stopping it. Do I said correctly, or
Yeah,
did I
you're
miss
good.
something?
Yeah, a lot of exposition.
He goes,
I try to be as close as possible.
very honorable of you to make this trip to make this report. And very troubling at the same time. The magical surge. We were not under the impression that it was to the scale that you guys are describing. I ask you bear my indulgence for a day or so. Unfortunately, there is a current decree on the books that anybody anyhow related to any smuggling should immediately go to jail, even if it's unintentional, like you. But I have a strong belief that you all, including you, Captain, are at least telling mostly the truth, and I will...
Spike will raise his hand.
Yes?
The decree on the books is anyone related to smuggling, correct?
Yes.
The box is empty. What did we technically smuggle?
There is still abyssal residue. Anything dealing with the abyss is capital punishment.
That's fair, but that's not... Residue on us isn't smuggling, because we never brought anything physical into the city.
That is why I'm willing to make this concession to you, if you'd let me finish.
Okay. That's why I raised my hand.
In lieu of you going to jail, until I discuss this further with my advisors, I will let you walk around town freely as long as you... And he goes to the cabinet he stands up, goes to the cabinet that's behind his desk over here, and he pulls out some bracelets. As long as you wear these, so that we know that you don't leave the city limits, and that we can track your location if we need to.
Okay.
I sniff them. Can I tell what they do?
Do I need to raise my hand to say something? I think I will. I raise my hand.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, hi. My name is Vasco. I just met most of these people, but...
Oh, no, you wouldn't have to wear it. You don't have the residue.
No, but I want to just say something, if you allow.
Okay.
Well, the problem seems really simple, actually. If they are not the smugglers, actually, and the smuggler is still missing, they can just go after the smuggler and get him. I mean, I've seen him before. I can lead them to him.
That's a possibility, but I'd like to discuss all of these implications with my advisors. Spike, you're the one that wanted to sniff it?
Yeah, detect magic on it.
Okay, go ahead and sniff it.
Roll to sniff.
I raise my hand.
Yes, he looks at you, bowed, nods as you raise your hand. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Got a good whiff.
Hello. Going back.
Smell magic.
Going back to the talking about the potential dangers and everything. We were only here to tell you the message. We need to go because the chain on the under the sea or on the seabed temple that holds one of the chains was glowing, and the knight said that the glowing is a bad sign. I know that love is needed to be distributed accordingly to our to our deeds. But the fates of world wars are at stake.
We can
That's
stay for a bit because we don't know where we're going.
That's one of the things I want to discuss with my advisors.
Okay.
I know I made the item. Let me look here really quick.
I assume it's a tracker. I just want to know if it's more than a tracker.
It is a ankle bracelet.
If you try to remove it, it blows up and you
It doesn't blow up. That is the wrong group.
I have only one very big scare about this item. What
I have
if
a few.
Yeah, one of those I think it's shared between me and you is that the Orcish people infiltrated deep enough to know that we will get those anchor bracelets and will most definitely go after us.
I mean, that's not even high on my list of worries.
Oh, what is the highest?
Magic dampening bracelet?
No, it's not that.
I mean, if they come after us, good. It's easier for us to kill them if they come find us.
I mean, yeah. But you wouldn't want to be stopped in the back in the middle of the city and nobody knows what the hell happened.
I mean, that happens too. It's quite easily actually to be stabbed in the back here.
What?
Gus, you were not helping my paranoia.
I didn't give it to that group.
You don't need to worry about it. Just need to stab someone in the back first.
I don't know how to stab people in the back.
Oh, I can
Just
teach.
slash at them with your dragon claws and breathe special magical dust, magical fire on them.
It's called dragon fire.
And
I
dragon
think that
claws.
works too.
It's holy dragon fire, if we want to get technical.
There's evil dragon fire too.
I know, I'm
And
not evil.
Yeah. I mean, I can. Maybe I had one day awaken my dragon fire. My mom said that I am a good omen for the family.
Unfortunately, I can't find the item. Basically, it what it does is if you leave the city limits of Kanda, it sends a beacon back to whoever activated it. If you attempt to remove it, it sends a beacon back to whoever enables it. And it allows the people that enable it to be able to track you within the city of Kanda.
Cool.
It's like a house arrest.
Yeah, it's a house arrest ankle bracelet, basically. But you're not restricted to a house, you're restricted to the city of Kanda.
TRS.
That's what I assumed. I just wanted to check.
Yep, it is no magic dampening or any of that associated with it.
So it only connects to the guy who activated it, yeah?
And he goes, yes, so what he does is he takes one of those bracelets, puts it around his wrist, and puts his hand over it, and it starts to glow and then goes dim. Then he rolls out a map on the table, and he mutters some words under his breath, and then you can see a little blip. The bracelet blips, and then the map blips right where the Chancellor's Hall is located.
That's cool.
Magical location finder. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I got a very important question. Does the bracelet look good? Is it like?
Yes, it
a
does.
Nice style. Okay, good. That's important.
Does it fit his vibe?
I can cheat because I still have the picture in my downloads directory.
Oh,
Just, we gotta look good. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to go and actually make sure we look nice before meeting the High Chancellor. But
so what I'm going to do then is
No matter what, I will be putting chain from that chain that the guy we've summoned and we banish back to hell. I still have that chain, and
You just want to wear handcuffs.
I will be wearing that chain over the tracer.
Okay, and we're gonna go here.
You guys might need to watch out because someone might try to steal these things without knowing that they're like things for security. They might just try to steal them because they look cool.
Well, I do think if they do
that's
that,
fine. I have more valuable things.
They also, by definition, will be able to find them.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
weird.
Stealing a tracker seems to be probably the dumbest thing one could do.
I mean, I've seen people do very stupid things. So
Yeah, and you're welcome to try.
They're not the prettiest looking things,
But they
but
are not the evil west, the baddest way looking to.
Yeah,
They're just mid.
Wait, where does it attach to? Because that looks like a waist with a wrist check with a wrist bracelet.
that it's just a bracelet. It doesn't have the chain on. This one doesn't have the chain, but that's what the bracelet looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. It's not the double set that the other party got. You just have a wrist bracelet.
So
I gotta wonder what did the other party do to get two?
Wait,
I think they're in jail.
Oh,
that
no.
looks like a
That
thing
way.
you'd wear in jail.
Yep.
It
I-
does
Or
look
in a
like-
weird club.
okay, I raise my hand.
He nods at you again.
I have question of curiosity. Do you have those in size for pixies?
They are magical, so they will stretch or shrink to whatever size your wrist is.
Cool.
Size to fit.
Yeah.
Handy. Annoying, but handy.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
Captain, your ship is impounded to the port until we resolve this. I trust that you won't be leaving. He nods. Yeah. I do have one thing to say, sir. God has changed. The city was quite tense before, but it seems like it's ready to snap. And the Chancellor nods in agreement. And very perceptive of you.
Oh god, it would be extremely sad to see gang war, like open gang war between two gangs, civilian casualties. It would be sad. It would be catastrophically.
Then he goes to, says, Captain, continue your investigation on the residue on the crates. Please join the advisory group tomorrow morning. I'm going to be meeting with them later this afternoon after I get something to eat. The rest of you, as he gets out the bracelets, enough for the captain and the 5 of you that were on the ship with the captain, or 6 of you, actually, because Zaka didn't participate in the burning, did he?
No.
No, what he's going to do is say, you, our friend from the Deep Dark, why don't you stay, and we can have a discussion about the voices and the warning that you are sending from your people. The rest of you, if you take your bracelets, you are free, and we will notify you in the next day or so when we request your presence back.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah, I put it on. I just want to look at this poor Koba from Underdark Lake. I know that the word is very sunny to you, but please don't die. I don't want to have blood of innocence on my hands.
And they, as he stands up, the large door that you guys entered opens. The captain steps outside, kind of waiting for you guys to depart with her. Are you guys gonna take the bracelets and go?
Yeah.
And I'm following them.
Yeah, I'll take the bracelet.
She as you guys exit, the door closes. You see as the door closes, you see the Chancellor sit back down and offer Zaka one of the chairs next to him. Zaka basically takes a couple of the pillows that are on top of the chairs and puts them on the ground and sits on the ground next to the Chancellor as the door shuts. And that leaves you in the center of the very large city of Kanda. And as you step out, the captain goes, well, I'll be heading back to my ship. Offer still holds if you can't find a place to stay. Oh, thought I put the captain up there. If you can't find a place to stay, you're free to stay on the ship. I won't charge you anymore. But I understand you wanted to get solid bed underneath your head for the night. But tell you what, I trust Grazkiel. He doesn't say much, but I know he sees more than he says. And he knows how to keep a ship afloat when everyone else is sinking. That makes him useful. But just don't make a mistake thinking he's another Blade. He listens. He listens to the quiet places. You'd be lucky to have him. And he walks off.
Oh. I mean, I kind of love, I kind of started to like sleeping on the hammocks, you know? The calming, hitting waves of the seawater as the ship. Like a mother hand that howled at me and just, danced with me.
Well, if you guys are up to it, I can show you some taverns around here. I can't enter half of them, but I can get you to the other half where I can go.
Why can't you enter them? Are you a vampire? Were you not invited?
No, I'm not a vampire. I think.
I think he robbed them.
I slowly put the wooden stake away.
It didn't rob them. It was just a misunderstanding.
Wait.
I can.
Hold on.
Know some good places.
I seen a Spike takes out the wooden
Stake.
wooden stick. Like,
and by stake, I mean it's just my makeshift wand because I don't actually have a wooden stake, but it's made of wood, so it'll work.
I was like thinking, bro, where did you get the wooden stake? And I was, wait, a wand, yeah. It's a magic item. It could work.
It's a wooden magic item.
Yeah. But would it survive being hit by mace? To, drive the point?
I mean, I would just make another one.
How fast you can make them?
Let's go here. We're going to go to the city of Kanda on the map. And locations.
Actually, technically, my makeshift wand cannot be destroyed. Why I can overcharge it safely.
Oh.
Yep. So, as you mentioned, Graz, you are familiar with several taverns / inn type places within the city of Kanda.
So
you know, 3 of them at the docks. The 3 at the docks, one is called the Wake Glass Lantern. The second one is called the Windless Crown. And the third one, the Mooring Flagon. In the Wordspire district where you currently are is Ember Pipe Hall. That's one of those that you're not really welcomed at. It's one of those places with glorious, let's say, exquisite suites and stuff associated with it. In the Ambervale Market District, you have 2. One is called the Burnished Fiddle. It's a performance hall / beer garden with a shared loft. And the last one there is called the Gilded Ember. It's slightly more upscale than the ones at the dock, but it's not super fancy. And then you have the Crooked Halo, which is in the near where the chapels are in Tallowgate. And it's basically a small tavern with a basically open bay dormitory associated with it.
Well, besides, I don't think you guys look the fancy type. You're not rich, are you?
We were rich.
You've been saying that if we tell people that that people think we have things, they'll rob us. So I'm not going to answer that question.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I'm going
important because if
That's
you're
kind-
rich, then I can like get you some places where you can like be rich around other rich people. But I'm more familiar with the more.
I was unable to bring my wealth with me when I left the island. It was big, and I am not big.
Graska, listen to me.
Yes.
We were once rich in time, in lifetime, and now we are not. Not even in
Right.
fucking money.
Oh,
Our
so
gold
poor,
pieces.
like me.
Yeah, we're poor.
Well, I can get you somewhere with a lot of sailors if you are of those type, but you don't seem like you're very accustomed to the sea.
No,
Yes,
that
we're not
was
exactly
my.
sailors. Also, we're not also financially poor as Bout here.
Yes.
Certainly not rich, but
Well,
not
middle
poor.
of the road. How about the Burnish Fiddle? There's a lot of good music there. Decent beer, not that good food, but that might be fun. How about?
I still have some coinage with me.
So the
That's
Burnished
fine.
Fiddle has basically a shared loft. So your options for staying are basically staying at temple quarters at the Cask and Censer, private suites at the Ember Pipe Hall, cots at the Wake Glass Lantern, shared loft at the Burnished Fiddle, dormitory type stuff at the Crooked Halo, rough cot at the Mooring Flagon, and the option of standard rooms or private rooms at the Gilded Ember.
I'd personally prefer private quarters, but I won't push too hard for it.
The Crooked Halo dormitory is semi-private. You just got to share bathrooms with dormitories.
No
I
doors.
guess.
Oh, no doors.
Yeah.
I'm really not that accustomed to sleeping alone though.
Well, let me say something else. I just call me paranoid, but if we are going to be dealing with problems, probably don't speak about it in public. Plus,
That's
some of
true.
us have more pricey weapons and
And
things
the Gilded Ember in the Ashvale Market District is, of course, near the markets. If you guys had any shopping you would need to do over the while you're waiting for them to do their thing.
And what's the price point of the Gilded Ember?
For lodging, it's 6 silver a night for a private room.
It had two options though.
The standard room is 3 silver a night.
I mean, I'm fine with that, and if I can also help if someone is too poor to afford that somehow.
Yes,
No,
that works for me.
I'm rich enough to buy private, so I don't worry about me.
All right.
Okay, so we're going private. The rest, I think are sharing rooms. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll go to the shift. So let's go then.
Is that all?
No.
And I feel like drinking. Anyone feel like drinking?
I'm not allowed to drink.
He's
What's
only
that?
13.
Yeah,
You're not. Are you a child?
Not by Cobalt standards, I don't think. But
Okay. What I'm going
not
to
a kobold. I'm a
You're a dragon.
We dragons live a long time. It'll take me a couple hundred years till I'm full grown.
Yeah, he will get to the point somewhere along the line.
we
Oh,
can get
that's
him a
bad.
juice.
I do like juice. Do they think they have grape juice? We've been out of grapes for a while.
I mean, you've been at this for quite some time. You need to eat some fruit. Fight off scurvy.
I'm gonna try a different way, I guess.
The cool thing is scurvy is a curse in this Pathfinder. It's not a disease.
I thought scurvy was the name of your last girlfriend.
No, that's scurvy.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make a journal entry for this because the pictures in Discord didn't show up the best there. Okay. So we're gonna go...
I was half tempted to take for a second level spell Advanced Scurvy, just because that's a very funny spell.
Advanced Scurvy.
Yeah, it's on the divine spell list. Divine and primal.
Get scurvy.
Yes. Wait, is there a way to carry someone with improved scurvy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The spell Advanced Scurvy gives someone Advanced Scurvy. The disease. Which is a very unhelpful thing in a fight, because the scurvy will take a while to do anything, but it is very funny.
You do it. You do it
okay,
outside of
can you
combat.
stack... Wait, wait.
Scurvy
as we're going to the tavern, can we stop by the market? I want to grab a notebook.
Sure.
Okay.
I just shared with you a picture. Actually, I can do something better. I can right-click, configure ownership, and let me go down to group 6.
Can you stack advanced scurvy on someone?
I can't stack it now. You can only have advanced scurvy so much.
Yeah, maybe you can have scurvy and advanced scurvy at the same time, but I don't know.
You might technically, because they're technically different diseases.
I mean, yeah.
You should see a journal entry for the Gilded Ember in the Journals tab.
That popped up.
Can you guys see it? Should be in something that says Kanda, possibly.
Let's see.
I'm in group 5 still.
It's fine. I gave it individual permissions. That's
all I'm seeing under group 6 is just the Emberwake.
Oh, it won't be in the group 6 folder. It should be in the group 2 folder.
Well, I don't see a group 2 folder. I see.
Okay, that's what I want to know. So if I go here, I see
group 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Question to advance the Pathfinder 2nd edition players. Can you heal someone, but by not like intention of killing, but with intention of harming? Can you give someone cancer?
I don't know if you can full on give someone cancer, but yes, you could give people illnesses, diseases, poisons, and the like.
And if you fail to treat wounds, like critically fail, you damage the guy instead of healing.
Yeah. And then you also have risky surgery where you do damage and then heal.
Yeah, that was a problem on our cleric.
Can you guys see group 2 folder now?
No.
The book folder, the books from archive.
No, that's group 5.
No, so just the folder in the journals that says group 2.
No, I still only see 5 and 6.
You still only see 5 and 6. So if I do this, let me drag it down to 6. Do you see a new book in there called Kanda?
No, nothing's updated for me.
Okay, so let me try this. If I do Varus, I think I might need to give you the whole book observer. Spike. Ebo. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to give permissions out, so I want to give you just parts of the book. See if that works. Can you see the book Kanda now in group 6 folder?
Yes.
If you open it up, what pages do you see?
Kanda and Commander of Guild Ember.
You see all of them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let me try something here and go
2, 3, and 4.
That. And if I go here, I think I know what I need to do now. I'm just troubleshooting some stuff. Do you still see Kanda and the ankle monitor?
No, not the command.
Nope.
You just see the
Just the
Gilded
Gilded.
Ember in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now I know what I have to do permissions again. Hey,
Learning.
so that's the stuff that's available. And Commando, get down. We've got just a little bit longer, Mando. So is there anything else anybody wants to buy or get while you're at this market area? Just basics.
Yeah, I just got a book. I grabbed the. I basically grabbed a basic crafter's note from the thing and renamed it as empty book.
Yep. If you guys want to do any shopping, Mando and Chewy, calm your butts down.
I will make the shopping at the end of the session, like after this session, but before the next one.
Yes, that's what I was gonna let you guys do. If you want to do any shopping, I'm trying to pull out the
Merchant.
not the merchant thing, the documents. The city of Kanda has everything common up to level 8, anything uncommon up to level 6. And for anything that's rare or above would have to stop at a level 4. You can I will let you purchase and invest up to level 4 items when you guys do your shopping, as long as you have the gold for it. And you guys can do your shopping when we're off session. Anything you guys want to discuss as you head on out to? It sounded like the
Gilded Ember.
Yeah, the Gilded Ember.
Okay.
Not notably, although we should all look for something to do. Should maybe earn money while we're here.
Yeah.
I don't want better equipment as we go.
I mean, if you want to make money, I know some people who might want some. Nah, I don't think you guys do that.
Is it because they don't like smart people?
No, it's because they steal stuff. I think you might wanna go to some adventurers guild, maybe. I think there's a guild here that do some sort of stuff. Maybe there's a job that you guys can do locally without needing to go out.
I mean, a city like this, I'm sure there's plenty to do. Just
Something
Well,
a task for
yeah.
tomorrow.
yes, find something to do with this time.
Oh
we
yeah,
have.
I need to ask you guys something. Have you seen an elf named Silahim? He's a bard.
Yeah, I don't believe so. But
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
No,
This this is our little island. It's unlikely.
I mean, I don't know if he's here. He could be anywhere. I'm just looking for the guy. If you guys see him anymore.
Yeah, we came from a small island. I don't remember any Elvis bards.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I will give you a description of the inn as you arrive, and then so for the Gilded Ember, lantern light shimmers against gold leaf timbers and glass pane archways. An inn tucked just off the bustle of Ambervale Market District. It's quieter here, but not quiet. Murmurs drift from curtain booths, and a lute player weaves subdued melodies from a shadowed alcove. A polished brass hearth burns with faint orange flame glass. Soft glow ceiling glyphs keep the space warm and dim, never harsh. The scent of saffron bread and roasted nuts hangs beneath the richer smell of cider, soap, and faint dust of old coin. You're not here to vanish. You're here to not be seen too clearly. The owner is a middle-aged lady. She's the innkeeper. She's wearing deep burgundies, and you see that she has a single gold ring on her right hand. The doorman that meets you is a towering, quiet, but well-dressed half-orc. He speaks with a soft coastal lilt, but he doesn't make any eye contact with you as he greets you. And in this early afternoon, there's a single waitress. She's youthful, clever-eyed, half-elf. She seems to be fast on her feet. She's not writing anything down as you see her take orders. But she is quickly going between the tables and booths. You do notice that the booths along the east wall have some sort of glyphs around them. And you see a stairwell behind the wine rack that appears to be leading to the upper suites. This place is split in two. You've got private table type areas, and then you have an open tavern type area with it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the session and end my stream, and then we'll have a discussion off stream really quick about the going forward.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, cool.